Greetings, folks. So this video today is going to be a very informative video, and it's really going to help you guys really improve your game, take your skills to a whole other level. And here's what I'm talking about. The name of this video is The Sixth Sense. What is the sixth sense, guys? There's only 5 senses, I thought, right? Didn't you only think there was only 5 senses? Hearing, touch, taste, smell, feeling. Those are the 5 senses. But there's one more sense that not many people are aware of, and we're gonna get to that later in this video. Now, to benefit from this video, I really think you guys need to stay for the entire video, not just for 2 minutes, not just for 4 minutes, for the entire video. And that will really ingrain this information into your brain, but only if you stay for the full video, so you're able to really get what I'm putting out there for you, okay? You can't do that with 1/8 of the video. You have to pay attention, just like you're studying for math or you're studying for a test. You need to pay attention to what I'm saying, and that means for the entire video. First, I wanted to talk about, you guys have to have a playlist to start your day off to work out to. If you're healthy like me, you don't drink or you don't smoke, you need to have a key playlist to start your day off to work out to. It's just so beneficial because you get lost in the music and then you're like already feeling better and you're ready to take on the day. What I like to do is when I'm working out in the morning, I'm there at 3:30, I'm gone by 6:30. I work out for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But what I'll like to do is I'll listen to Asking Alexandria. That's one of my favorite bands while I'm working out, which is like screamo metal. And I'll listen to Metallica while I'm working out. And then after my workout, when I'm going to start the rest of the day and I have that momentum from my workout, my new favorite band is Shane Smith and the Saints. Guys, this is one of my favorite country bands now. I need you guys to check this out because they have some of the best music. This is like real country music, okay? This is like real cowboy music that I'm talking about, Shane Smith and the Saints. This isn't like, fake cowboy, Blake Shelton music, even though I like Blake Shelton, but this isn't like when I sip tequila, baby, I still see ya. No, this is like real country music, real cowboy music, and that's why I recommend it to you guys. So it's just I was listening to them this morning after I left the gym, and it just got me so pumped to start the day. Starting the day on the right foot is so key, guys. You're gonna want to have a key playlist to get you pumped to start your day. So remember that, guys. Shane Smith and the Saints, check it out. My favorite song is Fire in the Ocean, A Feather in the Wind, I think it's called. But check out those songs, check out the band. Love listening to that cowboy music when I start my day because I feel like a cowboy then. All right, guys. So the sixth sense is creative imagination. So crucial. Nobody knows this is the sixth sense. Only very few people know. But imagine if you were able to harness all your other senses, but then there's this other one sense, creative imagination. You need to harness that sense too. And what I'm talking about is, for example, Steve Jobs, right? The guy who created the iPhone. He would go to India and meditate. Multiple things he would do to really get his creative imagination flowing and give him the ideas which made him so successful. There's many stories of Steve Jobs where he would go to India to reset, meditate, get his soul right on trips like that. And in one of the trips, I know he took LSD because that was one of the most famous parts of his movie, and one of the most polarizing parts of his entire life was him taking LSD while trying to figure out how to take Apple to the next level. Steve Jobs was CEO of Apple and Pixar at the same time. Imagine how much skill that takes. Imagine how much grit that takes. That means it's your whole life. This is your whole life. And look what he did with it. You know what I mean? He built the biggest phone in the world. He built something completely next generation. Nobody had any idea what he was gonna do. He came out with the first touch phone screen that was huge at the time. I remember my buddy got his iPhone when we were in 5th grade and we were like, wow, whoa, this is amazing. And it just was such a leap from all the other phones. The other phones back then were the Sony Ericsson flip phone, all those basic phones, you know what I mean? That were around back in the day, and he came out with something totally revolutionary, the iPhone. And it was like a leap for humanity when he did that. In an iPhone, you have all the computational power of what they had when they went to the moon in the 1960s. You have all that in your hand with the iPhone or with the smartphone. That's like all the computational power it took for them to get to the moon. We have more than that in our phones. So imagine what you can do when you use your sixth sense the right way and you actually use it to get somewhere in life and achieve something. You will make strides in your life when you understand that harnessing the sixth sense will take you to places you didn't even know was possible. Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Okay, think about that quote for a second. Isn't that just mind-blowing? I always say this, imagination is way more important than knowledge, than intelligence, because guys, you don't judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own way of doing things, and this is why I say, stop trying to be something you're not, because that takes away from who you are. When you're trying to be like me, when you're trying to be like Matt Mickish, you're taking away from what you could be. I want you to be like me, but I want you to be like your own version. You know what I mean? Like, you find that special part and make it happen, and you use your special uniqueness. You're not using my uniqueness. You want to find your own and use that to help you grow and help you take your life to a whole other level. It's so important. So let's stop trying to be something we're not. Be your unique self. You know what I mean? Normal is boring. I do not want to be like anyone. I want to be my unique self. I want to be special. I don't want to be like anybody else. That's different for a lot of us. A lot of us want to be like the same as everyone else, where that's not the way you want to live your life. Like, following people around, trying to be someone or something you're not. That's the worst thing you can do. What you want to do is find your uniqueness and embrace your uniqueness. And stop listening to other people, okay? Stop listening to outside sources, people that they don't have your best interests at heart. You know what I mean? This is why I am a very private person, guys. I'm very private. It's very hard to get in my life, to get in my social circle, because I'm a very private person. You know, you even ask my best buddies from the gym I see every morning. I'm a very private person. It's very hard to get in my circle because I don't like surrounding myself with people that don't believe in me. Being around people who don't believe in you is pure toxicity. When you're like believing in yourself, giving everything you got, and then there's people doubting you, you want to stay as far away from those people as humanly possible, because it is complete toxic being around people who don't want you to do good and don't want you to grow. You see, the first thing people do when they see you is they judge you. Find out what's wrong with you, like, oh, he's wearing Invisalign. Like, the first thing people do is they try to find out what's wrong with you so they feel more comfortable with themselves. And I really would implore you guys to take a step back from this Neanderthal thinking. This Neanderthal thinking where it's like, try and find everything wrong with somebody just to make yourself feel better. I'm like the opposite of that. You know, in this superficial world we live in, that's what people do, is they look at you and they judge immediately. And I want you guys to be way smarter than that and take a step back and be like, no, like, don't listen to that brain noise. Don't even give that any energy. That's not the way the world should be. Okay, what matters is what's on the inside. Are you kind? Are you a genuine person? Do you treat others with respect? That's the things I look for. I don't look for stuff on the outside and judge people like many people do. I look for how they treat others and are they kind. This is the true way to find someone's character, is by looking at the things that actually matter, which are on the inside, not on the outside. So as you can see, when you're able to harness this sixth sense, you're really going to be able to take your growth to a whole other level and level up, guys. For example, The Rock on TikTok. I was just reading an article where he used to steal from the 7-Eleven when he was 14 in Hawaii. The Rock would steal a Snickers bar every day. So The Rock goes to Hawaii and he films it he puts it on his TikTok, it shows him buying every single Snicker bar at the store. He buys like 800 Snicker bars, brings them up, pays for every single one. He's like, oh, you need something? You need something? Come on, throw it in. He buys like everyone who's in the store, pays for their stuff, and then he puts all the Snickers bars in a bag next to the cashier. And he's trying to talk to the cashier, and the cashier's like, hey, Rock, I'm trying to count these Snickers bars. Can you stop talking to me? That's a good worker. Like the Rock's there distracting him, buying all these Snickers bars, and the guy's like, Rock, can you stop talking to me? I'm trying to count how many Snickers bars are here. So, but as you can see, The Rock using his creative imagination, his sixth sense, making a video like that I'm sure now has over 100 million views. So him owning up to his mistakes in the past and then making it up to store he would steal from, using his creative imagination to make a video about it on TikTok, and now it's like huge. So beautiful concept, guys. And a lot of us don't even understand there's a sixth sense. And it's not talking to dead people like that movie. It's not the movie The Sixth Sense where it's like, I see dead people. No, that's not what I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about creative imagination. This is some Walt Disney stuff right here, guys. I'm more of like a Walt Disney type, guys, where it's like I have these brilliant, creative, imaginative ideas. They keep me up at night. So not many people have that hunger. Not many people have that drive. Not many people want to make a difference like I do, but that's what drives me. That's what wakes me up in the morning. Find your why, guys. Find your reason to get up in the morning and keep it at the front of your head. Keep it in the front of your mind so you don't ever forget your why. All right, guys. I love you. I hope this was an informative video and helps you to take your game to another level, because that's the only point of this, is me helping you. I think it's funny when people leave hate comments or rude comments when it's like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, I don't even care if you're talking rude to me because I know who I am on the inside. Like, it doesn't matter if you think this or you think this. I know who I am on the inside. I'm strong. I don't get fazed by people talking because I'm actually building something for my life and I'm actually getting somewhere. So I hear the noise and I keep it at the front of my mind and I use it as fuel. So remember that, guys. Remember the pain and use it as fuel. All right, guys. I love you. Remember, be grateful for the little things.